What's happening, everyone? Notorious here, and today I'm going to be presenting you guys a little bit of team deathmatch on... What map is this? I guess Hunted. I think that's the name of the map, but never mind the gameplay. This is just my friend Ari. He played this game, and he did alright. He started bad at first, but then he caught up at the end, so that's not too bad of a game, you know. It's a decisive win, so we'll just go with that. But today I wanted to talk about something different. I wanted to talk about the Detroit Lions, and man, they're just having an awful season. Not that my team was having an awful season. They're having just as bad of a season. They actually have a worse record. They're 1-7 right now, and they just fired the president, and they just fired general manager Martin Mayhew. And you know, I think Jim Caldwell should have gone as well, but I mean, it's up to the Ford family and what they wanted. But I guess he's saved and see if he can salvage the season with 8 games to go. I think 8 games to go, and I don't think they can salvage the season. I mean, the best they can go is 9-7, and they're not going to win all their games in a row. They can't go 9-7. They're probably going to go like 4-12, to be honest with you. I think they're going to have a really, really bad season for the rest of 2015. And you know, I don't know what the problem with the team is. It's like they have so much talent on the team. They have Matthew Stafford. I mean, you know, it feels the Matthew Stafford that threw for 5,000 yards a couple years ago, I think in 2011. And they have Calvin Johnson. I don't know what's going on with him. He's going through a funk right now as a wide receiver. And defensively, you know, I think losing to Donovan Sue was, you know, the biggest loss of their defense, and they lost leadership right there. And DeAndre Levy's gone. You know, he's injured right now, so it's just been a really, really bad time for the Motor City right now. And I feel bad for the Detroit fans. You know, they've never been to a Super Bowl before. They've won NFL championships, but you know, if we're talking about, you know, today's NFL, and they have never been to. They're the only NFC team in the NFL that's never been to a Super Bowl. I think the only teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl are the Lions, the Browns, the Texans, and Jaguars. But those two teams they're kind of new. The Texans are really new, you know, for NFL age, and Jacksonville was pretty new too in 1996. But you know, Cleveland and Detroit, they haven't been to a Super Bowl yet, and they've been around for forever, you know. So yeah, I mean, you know, I feel bad for you Detroit fans and Cleveland fans too, but you know, this is mostly about the Detroit Lions. And you know, I don't know if they can turn around their season. You know, they have a tough division. They have, you know, everyone is pretty good in the NFC North. The Packers, the Vikings, and the Bears. You know, Jay Cutler, yeah, but everyone's pretty good in the NFC North, and everyone expected them to be second place in the division behind the Packers, and boy, was everyone wrong, and I was wrong too. I thought they were going to do pretty good. You know, the team is pretty much the same. They just lost Ndamukong Suh, and they replaced him with Haloti Ngata from the Baltimore Ravens, but he hasn't. I don't know what's going on with the team right now. So we'll just find out what's going to happen as the season progresses this week. And I think they have a bye week, so this week they wanted to use this week to clean house, and they really did. They fired offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi. They fired the offensive line coach. I don't remember his name, and they fired Martin Mayhew, the general manager. They fired the president, and they hired some interim people. But I mean, you don't really need interims as much during the middle of the season. You need big time free agency and draft time. And I think Martin Mayhew made a mistake not signing Ndamukong Suh. I think they would be doing a lot better if he was on that squad right now. But since he's gone, you know, I think that's contributed to having a bad season right now. But you know, I think Calvin Johnson, I think he needs to go somewhere else. To be honest with you, he needs to. I love to see him in Carolina. I've been hearing rumors that they were going to trade him to Carolina, maybe, you know. But I mean, you can't trade him anymore. The trade deadline's already happened. But you know, that would have been a really, really interesting idea to trade him to Carolina, because I mean, Cam Newton would have benefited big time if he had Calvin Johnson. I mean, I think the offense would be elevated to the next level, because you know they're pretty ordinary, but you know, Cam Newton just makes the offense more dynamic, and you know, Ted Ginn wouldn't just drop passes, and his other receivers wouldn't drop passes. Then I think they would be a better offense. But since they do, you know, hopefully they don't, because they have a tough game this Sunday against the Packers, and you know, dropping passes against the Packers is not a good idea. But you know, I mean, Calvin Johnson, I think he's running out of gas in Detroit. I think he needs to go somewhere else. But he said he wants to win in Detroit, but I do not see that happening anytime soon. No, I do not. Not with Jim Caldwell as your head coach and Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. But it's whatever. I mean, hopefully they can turn their season around, as the 49ers can turn their season around by benching Colin Kaepernick for Blaine Gabbert, but they're not going to turn their season around anytime soon, like either team, especially the 49ers. If you have a bonehead owner that doesn't, that puts his ego first, then winning, that's pretty much what he did in San Fran. He couldn't get along with Jim Harbaugh, so he got along with the GM. You just fire. You guys pretty much conspired to fire him, and you guys fired Jim Harbaugh, and look where you guys are at right now. And I have a feeling this Sunday they're gonna get blown out by the Atlanta Falcons. Well, I wouldn't say blow out, but it'll be a decisive win in Atlanta. And that'll be a bye week. Thank God I can watch a bye week. They'll probably lose the bye week as well, but nah, I'm just playing with them. But I mean, they're really bad though. I've never seen an NFL team like the 49ers just go from going to 3 straight NFC Championship games and 1 Super Bowl to just losing, just because your ego got to you first, and then it's whatever. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to talk about the 49ers anymore. I'm here to talk about the Lions, and this game is pretty much over. But the Lions, hopefully they can turn their season around, which I don't think they can, because they're not gonna go 9-7. They're not gonna win all their games, really, because they have a couple of tough division games coming up, and they might lose all of them, maybe. So I think in my opinion, they might go 4-12. To be honest with you, and they might be near the top 5 pick, and hopefully they can draft a defensive player. I don't know what they need, but maybe a new quarterback. But I wouldn't go that far. There's Matthew Stafford has talent, but I don't know. We'll see what's going on in the Motor City, and I think that's everything, you guys. It's everything about the Detroit Lions and how dysfunctional their organization is, and hopefully they turn their season around, but I doubt it. But well, I think that's everything, you guys. If you liked this video, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, do whatever you want with this video, and I'll catch you guys up later. See ya.